Many people have this idea that the first way of St. Thomas Aquinas, also known as the argument for motion, is basically the same as William Lane Craig's Kalam Cosmological argument. But you may be surprised to learn that St. Thomas Aquinas would deny that we can even prove the second premise of the Kalam Cosmological argument. That is, that the universe began to exist. St. Thomas Aquinas said, "By no demonstration can it be proved that the world did not always exist." In fact, the first way is an adaptation of Aristotle's argument for motion, and Aristotle believed that the universe always existed. Aristotle would have explicitly denied premise 2 of the Kalam Cosmological argument. So the idea that the first way just is the Kalam Cosmological argument just doesn't hold water. But you might say St. Thomas Aquinas argues against an infinite regress. So how exactly does his argument move forward if the universe is eternal? Well, St. Thomas had a different idea of regress in mind. He had an idea of hierarchical regress. You, for example, are made of body parts. Those body parts are made of cells. Those cells are made of molecules, etc. This kind of regress doesn't regress back in time. Your cells do not exist before your body parts, and the chemicals that the cells are made out of are not existing before the cells. These things all depend on each other here and now. This kind of regress doesn't go back in time, but it goes back in terms of what we might call fundamentality. What St. Thomas Aquinas is arguing for is that there cannot be an infinite regress of this kind, and we must get to an ultimately most fundamental thing on which all things depend. So I will stop here. If you want to learn more, I have a video on the metaphysics of the first way, a video on why there cannot be an infinite regress, and many other videos on how St. Thomas Aquinas proves the existence of God. Thanks for watching.